Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. I would like to mention that this video is sponsored by MEXC, celebrating the 7 years with massive bonuses. You can find the link in the description below. This is a daily close for Bitcoin. I cannot say the weekly close, same for the Nasdaq, because of course the stock market is gonna be closed today until the next week. So basically this sideways, by the way, is unfolding because the things are going very slow because of the holidays. So the Good Friday is tomorrow, so I wish you also all good holiday and enjoy the time with the families as well. So basically what we are looking here for Bitcoin, we are looking as well for several scenarios unfolding in this region, and I have always new scenarios to show. I'm gonna dive deeper next, but let me explain again what is going on here. Basically, we have a wave A, we have 3 waves down, and then we're looking now for the wave B. In case this wave A has finished, of course, 3 waves down here, we're looking at a finished potential wave B as a WXNY here, or running flat, and you're looking to a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 wave C. So we have an A, B, and a C. So if you want to make this a little bit nicer, you can have the wave B here and the wave C. So this is gonna be only a major wave A, of course. We're looking at here. So basically this can be a scenario here that is unfolding, since we did not see any further move toward the upside, taking the high, breaking, of course, this level. Because invalidation of this level is, of course, taking the high. Very simple. You would like to see the price moving higher, meaning, of course, the next target would be this level, which is the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning next scenario is coming. What is the next scenario? Therefore, I would therefore shift the wave A and B to here, and taking a look at a potential A, B, and a C as an expanding flat, or as a W, X, and a Y. So if we take the high, definitely we're moving, of course, for the 1-to-1 fib level, as of course A, B, and a C. Now the wave B is problematic of those 4 days here, ranging, of course, sideways. Of course, there is several scenarios. We're gonna dive into it. But before moving, let me explain the final scenario of a wave A to be finished in this low exactly. So in this low, we are looking at WX and Y, X and Z, or a WX and a Y, very simply, WX and a Y, where you see, of course, double zigzags, with a wave X as a bridge in between. In this case scenario, you're looking at the same scenario that we just saw a wave A here. But the slight difference is, of course, what if you have an A, B, and a C? First scenario can be here and then moving down. Or what if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? Or let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, for example, and then having correction and then another wave C, bringing a huge zigzag towards the upside, finishing this as A, B, expanding flat, and then moving towards the downside again for the bear market. Very tricky price, of course, for this one if it happens, but it is a possibility, right? At the end, you can consider that you finished 3-wave corrective, big one, and the potential of having an impulse correction impulse is there because of an existence of a leading diagonal or of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So it's time to move in, of course, inside this wave. Let's move on the 1-hour chart for this one. What is going on here is, of course, we have the first scenario as bullish, where you have, of course, 1, 2, and then potential 3, 4, and a 5 right now. And this wave 5 has ended, of course, as an ending diagonal. You can see a wave 3, 4, and a 5 potentially it can be this wave 5 here as an impulse, meaning your wave 1 can be over there. Yeah. In this case scenario, if you have a wave 1 over there, you're looking potentially, yesterday we saw this move towards the downside, which is impulsive, and we still see, of course, kind of like corrective wave here. Yeah. Today also we were looking for a potential WX and a Y. Now the triangle is not even broken yet. I can still call this a triangle because only it touched the 886. So yeah, a very, very boring and killful, I would say, price action because it didn't took the high. So the triangle is still there, WX and a Y, so can be playing here. But yeah, I still see something that it might unfold for lower. Yeah, meaning A, B, and a C. What if we have a wave 1? Your wave 2 will reach, of course, the 0.38. Yeah. Wave 1, it can be a wave A. Don't forget, it can be a wave A for a zigzag. Wave 2 can be a wave B again, and then moving for the 1-to-1 fib level toward the upside. A second scenario, of course, as we said, of course, here we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, of course, if you finish wave 1 here or wave A here, therefore, the correction here, this very boring correction, is of course very complicated. Yeah, so you might have a running triangle A, B, C, and D, and potentially that you got a wave E still not finished yet, somehow like this. Yeah, because the 886 was taken here, so potentially still have a wave E, and then moving towards the upside without reaching the low. Yeah, meaning here with this scenario, it's gonna move higher without even moving to the 0.38. And what happened in this case? In this case, it tells us a price decision. If this happens, now it is boring, that's true, but it tells us something, yeah, and based on Elliott wave. If you have a triangle, it can be only a wave B, but not a wave 2. What does it mean? If we move higher from there, meaning this is a wave B, you're looking for a wave C, meaning the scenario that we were looking at a potential to take the high here was a very massive wave zigzag because of an impulse 1-2 potential, will be eliminated. How much beautiful is that? Yeah, so we got an answer at least. I know it's very boring, but at least you get an answer that the possibility to take the all-time high with a massive zigzag is very far. Yep, so this is what's gonna happen. Now, if it happens that we take this ABC as a wave 2, meaning A1, and then ABC as a wave 2, 0.35, while the potential of getting a huge triangle zigzag toward the upside is of course still there, meaning you might get a wave 3, 4, and a 5, potentially, and then of course moving correctively, and then one more leg toward the upside as of course impulsive, and taking the all-time high as an expanding flat. Yep, so the scenario is that. And don't forget, on the daily, if you remember, if this also 1-2 works as a 1-2 here, another bullish scenario, I'm not talking about bear market, I'm talking about a bullish scenario might unfold. Let me check, here we go, this one, where you have of course our last bull run still of course has a potential 10 to 15% to move for higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 is triple 1-2s. We finish a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. And we're looking at a very deep wave 4 in the yellow, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Invalidation was not taken yet. In this case, I can still say that, of course, this bullish scenario still has some impact, still has some chances, and especially, of course, that it has started to unfold after the 5 times of your wave 2, reducing the possibility, but not eliminating it yet. I would say 6 times start to get eliminated, but yeah, 5 times still possible. And what if moving toward the upside impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, simply taking the all-time high? Well, if we get a wave 2 here at the 0.38, in the next week or once this happens and we move for higher, the chances of the scenario will increase to 20%, guys. Yeah. Once we get the 1-to-1 fib level, if we overshoot, the possibilities start to get 30%. Yeah. 4 and a 5, if we see only 3 corrective wave and we start to see move toward the upside, 50 to 60% that we take the all-time high. This how the possibilities are going to increase slightly. Yeah, wave 2, 1-to-1 fib level, corrective wave, step by step. Of course, we're gonna get the all-time high, and the probability increase after each step. Yeah, so these are the possibilities, guys. Let's watch what's gonna happen on the micro. And basically right now, higher possibility. Well, for me, I still see, of course, a lot of sideways, but it might even continue the whole time, the whole day tomorrow, because of course it's the Good Friday. I believe that most of the markets are closed, the main markets, but not the crypto one. But yeah, it might affect, of course. So I wish you a nice holiday again, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.